TikTok videos. I think this is a video that everybody should watch. It's called Warning. Here's why this is a cultural conflict and is worse than slavery. So let's listen to what Papa Doug got to say.
Apparel, and Ubuntu means I am because we are. I can't do nothing without y'all. That's what it basically means. And this video I want to talk to y'all about how other cultures can change other cultures through business, and it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I went to this restaurant. I'm not gonna say what restaurant, but I went to a restaurant, and this one culture was selling another culture's dish, and the shit did not taste the same. Right? If a culture wants to intervene and sell another culture's dish, they ought to get approval from that culture. See, we let America done screwed our brain up. America got everybody here from different places.
Damn, my bad. I was on mute. One thing I can say, yo, he ain't lying. Like, I've seen a lot of people sit here and try to imitate another culture's dish, especially in restaurants. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, why is y'all even doing this? Like, he ain't lying. Like, I go to different restaurants, right? I've been. I'm not gonna say I go because that's a straight up flat lie. I've been to different restaurants, right? And I'm a picky ass eater. And I've seen something that, I've eaten before, and when I try it, I'm like, yo, this is not the same. Like, they should ask the culture, or whoever came up with the idea with the how can I say it? The ingredients to come up with this meal. Like, yo, can I know what this is? Can I use it? Can I pay you, to get your recipe? Like, whatever it is. But yo, so that y'all can get this shit right.
And consolidate us all down to a European. You get what I'm trying to tell you? Follow what I'm saying. That culture should get with that culture and be allowed to sell that culture's dish because you are disrespecting their ancestors. You're disrespecting everything they stand for. And they should be able to regulate what you sell and how you sell it. Not only that, they ought to get a piece of the revenue. See, that's gangster. Yeah, we talking now. All that running around, spinning the block, shooting a bit, that ain't gangster. I told y'all, the Hillary Clinton, the Bushes, and the politicians, them gangsters. So if this culture,
Yo, he's spitting some facts. And that's why, yo, when people speak truth like this, they get a lot of lashback. I be telling people, yo, y'all prefer a damn sweet lie than the bitter truth.
culture want to sell that culture's food, you ought to get approval from that culture. But like I say, America done screwed us all up, bro. America got us thinking the government is the people we should look towards. When we know these people don't give a damn about us. It's called the White House for a reason, bro. Think. You feel me? We should have our own committee. We should have our own foundation like the Panthers had, the Black Panthers. So, well, they have to come to us and say whether we.
Shout out to all the YouTubers that are actually, speaking on this and making it, one of their topics, because this is a topic that we do need to talk about. Can we build our own communities? Can we find a way, to start our own communities? Shout out to EJ from Hanging with Brody. Like, I was on his panel today. Well, actually yesterday, and I was on his panel. I think a couple times before. I'm gonna say a couple times because I can't remember how many times I was on his panel, but I can honestly say they have been trying to talk about stuff like this. Shout out to Nate the Great podcast. He's always talking about this. Shout out to the Word, always talking about this. Kwame Brown, always bringing up topics like this. So shout out to them people that I just mentioned for bringing up these type of important topics that we do need to talk about so that we can bring some type of solution to the table.
Hey, can we do this or can we not do that? Because I guarantee you, they're going to let you do it. You'll never go to these other countries and sell what they consume and do it the way you want to do it and think they're going to come support you. This is why I say, when we support other cultures that don't support us, this is what Dame Dash was talking about. Dame Dash said a Jewish man told him, Black people spend their money with other cultures that don't spend their money back with them, and they saw that as a business opportunity. We talking now. The reason we're going to continue to be where we at because we don't have a say-so. You can't raise your hand because you don't have no power. Because all your people, Black people, are working for everybody else. When you go to these stores, and this is no disrespect, because I got a lot of Spanish homeboys, but I got to call a spade a spade. When you go to these certain businesses and you see these Spanish people, they stick together. All the people working in that building Spanish. Go to the dental offices, the doctor offices. We need to start doing what they doing. They showing us the blueprint. This is equivalent to letting these Chinese people come over here in America in our hood and sell us what we love, hair, seafood. We do not eat seafood in no fucking bag. They've changed that culture. They rewrote that DNA in our culture. So the younger people that think that's how we consume seafood, they just messed it up. They got the younger people thinking, oh, this is how we eat. No, that's not how we eat no fucking seafood. But this is how another culture can come change your culture.
Papa Doug, the problem is nobody want to wake up, yo. Like everybody, like you've said time after time, everybody's used to what they used to. And once they reach a certain age, there is no, I can't even say change no mind because we're not trying to change nobody's mind. We're trying to wake people up, like be. But in reality, this is what people is doing. Like, no, I get to the way it's supposed to be.
Right? Do business. When back in the day we ever ate seafood in a damn plastic bag? Some of y'all might think, oh, it's innovative, it's new. No, the fuck it ain't. Because you will never go to these countries and change the way they do shit. You will never go to China and change the way they cook soy sauce and all this shit, whatever they cooking. You will never change that. But you'll let a bitch come over here and do it. This is why I say, bro, we've been culturally castrated, dog. When a motherfucker strip you of your culture, they will give you one. Now you run around a lion. You's a lion. But you acting like a fucking hyena. You've been converted to a hyena through cultural lies, through resources, business. You a lion. But they done converted you to a hyena. This is why we'll never gain control of our black women. We're the only one that don't control our women. You could call it however you want to call it. The proof is in the pudding. I've been living long enough to say what I'm saying. Women can't control their men. You know why? We can't control our women and our men because there's another group of people that don't look like us controlling them for us. Nigga, you don't control no social media sites. You don't control nothing that's on the radio. You don't control who gets signed to a record company and they.
Yeah, and he not lying. You know how many times I've talked to different people from different cultures and different places, like, and I'm talking about out of here, from out of Philadelphia. I'm not talking about like people from Detroit. Let's say from people from outside the United States, right? And they say, "Damn, like, why is it that in America, the women gotta fend for themselves, and you don't see the men, do this and do that?" I'm saying, like, damn, like, damn, like, damn, like, but in reality, if you go back to the way it used to be, y'all want to talk so much about our ancestors, our grandparents, and stuff like that. Like, yo, it was a certain way. Like, yo, let me put it like this, right? These rules and these laws and all that stuff was put for a reason, right? But now we got people in here trying to take us back to the savage ways for whatever reason. And our generation seems to be just falling in line.
Put millions of dollars behind this negative ass message. You don't control none of that. And the reason why you don't control none of it, because we don't have a financial foundation. Because we're consistently helping other cultures become powerful over us by supporting them. They look at us like we the stupidest people on earth. How the fuck y'all let us control y'all? How? And you might say, "Oh, they don't control me," or "They don't control." You cannot free a slave unless he or she knows they're in bondage.
That's a straight up fact. And people right now I don't know what, like, yo, it's not to offend nobody, but a lot of people got slavery mentality.
So if you don't think you're being controlled mentally, if you don't think this is a mental war, something's wrong with you, man. You at a war for your mind. The reality that you have has been given to you by somebody else.
Mm.
It's simple, bro. If we do not snap out of this shit, homie, nothing will ever change. Right? We don't have the power to say we're gonna boycott or we're not even boycott. I hate the word boycott. You know why? Because when you're trying to boycott somebody, you're trying to raise momentum. You're trying to convince everybody around you that that's
Mm.
wrong and we need to do this. That's bullshit. When they got the power to cancel your ass, why? Because they own everything. They can
It's crazy how he breaks it down. He's not the only one saying this. And what's crazy is the people that are really talking about it now are breaking it down to the point where if you don't understand this, there's no other way to break it down. Like, damn, basically right now, what about now you choose to be slow. You want to be slow. Because even with proof, you still sitting here like, damn, what they're saying is right, but what you're saying is false. But I'm showing you the proof, and they not. Mm, let's make it make sense.
just hit a button and you out of there. Why do we consider or keep giving these people the power over us? Why don't we build our own arenas? Why don't we build our own fast food chains? And the people that we support, the LeBron Jameses and all these big wigs, if they don't comply with us and what we need as a people, we cut them off. We cut their motherfucking ass off. And a lot of people might say, well, why this here? You know why? Because they are study helping the enemy. Do you want to fight a war and support a motherfucker that's always helping the opposite side of what you're trying to achieve? Don't make
Facts.
sense.
It
But they do it in
doesn't.
a way where it don't seem like that, but it is.
Mm.
You are at a war for your mind. They taught you not to think. They taught you to accept. Think. The problem is we don't think. It doesn't make sense. You think we've been in this situation over 400 years for
That's a fact. That's not just a problem. The problem is the problem is not just that they're not thinking. The problem is that people are not questioning what is being told to them. Like, damn. Like you're not gonna question this right here, especially when it doesn't make sense to you. Like, yo, it went from people speaking up to people being silenced to people being scared. This shit is crazy, man. I wish I would have gotten the warning and the hint when I was young. And trust me, they try to throw so many at me.
nothing. Ain't nobody saw it. If everybody can point out the victim, we always point at the victim and the victim. Well, who is the one that putting us in this situation? Like I always say, who the fuck got you paying bills every 30 days? Who got you working every 30 days to give your money up just to go back and get it? You don't think, nigga.
Watch me. Watch me
Freaking
skate
ass.
out to conquer the ice. A band of sisters on blades for the stars and stripes. Sitting down for the
Damn ads.
This was a systematic slave system that was presented to us without our approval, consent,
Mm-hmm.
to
Facts.
keep us enslaved. But again, if you cannot understand that you're in bondage, you can't be free. This reality, you think this is what it is. You think God put us here to go wear Nikes, and you think God put us here to try to shine on each other, spin the block, and wear all this skimpy shit. And oh,
I'm not gonna get tired of saying it. People woke. They just don't want to hear the truth. Like real shit. They want everything handed to them. They think that there's somebody that's gonna come and save them. They really believe that Superman exists.
they told you that. Once you start studying your universal laws, you'll see just how easy it is to control a group of people when you control all the basic necessities:
Mm-hmm.
food, water, shelter. They control it all. I told you, we grew up, fruit trees everywhere. We can go pull up in the big yard and eat some grapes and oranges. We can pull up in the big yard, eat grapefruits. You can't do that no more because they control that. They got rid of all the female trees. Now you got
Facts, because even in Philly, it used to be like that, and now you don't see none of that shit. You don't even see the little bushes with the fruits for the birds. Real shit.
go to the store to buy that bullshit ass GMO that they selling us. Think. That's all you got to do is think. But I'm just tired of us being on the bottom of the totem pole, man. I'm tired of that shit. And we're going to continue to be there until we start consolidating and coming together. Not just as black people, but I would say black people first, because we the ones that got it the worst. But in general, people in general. Don't think because you white or you Mexican or you Spanish that you ain't getting fucked over too. You are. Think. Think. Can you go like they did back in the day with tribes, Indian tribes? There was different tribes. Don't you know the Indians got whitewashed through paperwork? These motherfuckers told on paper.
Blessings, Sparky Madness. Blessings. How you doing?
This group of Indians, no, that ain't them. They mulatto or they this, they that. Through paperwork. These people don't know who the fuck they is. The enemy did that. What I'm trying to tell you is tribes back in the days, Indian tribes. All these words around you are Indian words. Orlando, Kissimmee, Tampa, Okeechobee. Those Indian words. All this shit was took from the Indians. And not just the Indians, it was niggas over here too. But what I'm trying to tell you is these tribes, what they did when they ran across each other, they bared gifts. What the Europeans did, they took over everything. They learned from them, and when the Indians taught them how to survive, they killed them off. Go read about what Abraham Lincoln did to the I think it was called in Minnesota. I think it's called the Minnesota 38 or the I can't pronounce the name, but when they massacred 38 Indians in front of the whole town, simply because when the Indians taught them how to survive, they killed them off. And when they went to war, the Indians struck back when everybody was gone. What you think they were supposed to do? I salute them because they fought back. A lot of us don't fight back, not because we.
This is why I tell a lot of people, man, we just can't go by what we're being told. We have to actually come out here and do our research. And a lot of us ain't doing shit. I don't know. I guess it's like follow the leader out in this real shit. Follow the leader. That's all it is.
Scared is because we don't understand. We are mentally castrated. You really think you're supposed to get up every day and go work for a boss that you'll never meet? If you making him enough money where he can pay you this, what the fuck you think he making? This is a systematic slavery system that is brought to us. I don't give a fuck if you're white. I don't give a fuck if you're black. I don't give a fuck if you're Indian. It don't matter what you are. The ones at the top created this system so that we are all continuously working. We are working every week, every month, every year,
Every
and
day.
getting nothing in return. When I put up that a 401k was a fucking scam, you know how many people talk crap to me?
And they gonna
Oh,
keep
you don't know what
doing
you're
it.
talking about. 401k ain't no scam. Woo-de-woo-de-woo.
What?
You can't save everybody because, again, if you don't understand as a slave that you're in bondage, you can't be free. Free from what? You really think you have arrived. The reality that they gave you got you thinking that because you got a house, it cost you $400,000, the car paid for, and this. You really think that's what living is? Boy, I didn't even want this video to be this long, boy. But I'm out here in this sun, man. It's coming to me. Look, man, I ain't never sought out to talk trash to nobody or be negative or none of that. But I damn sure gonna call it like it is, man. I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all for listening to me, for ever sharing my videos. I appreciate y'all for just, even if you didn't agree with me, you know what I'm saying? This is a community where we can come together and learn from each other, bro. You know how many people hit me up saying they learned from me? They've learned from people in the comments. We learn from each other. We all have the same common enemy, dog. It's just black folks will target the most. Because like I tell people all the time, you know what I'm saying? You have to understand your biology. You have to understand what neural melanin is. Energy, the sun.
Mm-hmm.
You have to learn astrology, numbers, and you must understand that everything they taught you is 99.9 bullshit. Remember, they'll never send you to their schools to teach you the tools to overthrow them. It's going to be the opposite. So with that saying, man, I love y'all, man. I really do. Share this video, and like I tell you all the time, in order for you to be found, you
You
must first
first
be
have to be
lost.
lost.
It's your boy Papa Duck, man. I'll let y'all on next. Peace.
Yo, shout out to Papa Duck. Like, I love putting his videos on because he be spitting them gems out there. And regardless of anything, no matter what you say, what you do, how you do it, when you say it, where you say it, people are still gonna sit here and how can I say it? Talk shit. Regardless, whether you're right, whether you're wrong, whether you're, cutting shit down the middle, whether, you're on the side of right or you're on the side of wrong. People is going to talk regardless. Yo, like, that's why I come on here and I tell people, regardless of anything, I'm on here, I give my opinions. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. If somebody feels some type of way, that's not my fault. Like, you can't force people to think a certain way. Like me, the only way you're going to get me, to see somebody in a bad way is if this person shows it to me. And I'm serious about that. Like, I can't sit here and bash somebody down and not knowing this person. That's me judging a book by its cover or going by what somebody else said. No, let me see it for myself because at the end of the day, sometimes we've been wrong. Sometimes we've been led down the wrong path. So it's crazy. Like I've had people tell me this is like this is like this, and I've had to sit here and go to the side like, yo, I've been lied to. Like, whether it's through history and people, like, yo, you have to see things for yourself. Do your own research. Hold on one second, guys. All right. But yeah, like, that is crazy. Papa does messages real deep, and it shows you that a lot of people here just don't care about the truth at all. Like, I've been saying that a lot of people know what's going on. They just don't really care. And like I've said, my focus is on these kids. I'm gonna keep focusing on them. Like, those that don't want to be helped, you can't force somebody to, be helped if they don't want it. Like, for real shit. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't force the horse to drink the water. So that's how it should be. But moving on to the next topic, because we know how people are.